after winning the World Cup with Argentina, after doing great with Argentina in the World Cup, Enzo became the best young talent of the World Cup, but also, important to mention, the player wanted on the market by many top club. Hey guys, welcome back on the channel. Fabrizio Romano here, as every single day, to keep you posted on the transfer market. Remember, Cody Gakpo to Liverpool. The deal is done, is signed, everything is completed, medical too. So the big news of the week, Cody Gakpo to Liverpool. But today we speak about Enzo Fernandez. What's going on for the Argentinian midfielder? Let's jump into it together. And so guys, the story of Enzo Fernandez is really incredible. It's unbelievable to think that just a few months ago, 5-6 months ago, Enzo Fernandez was available on the market for 18 million euros, add-ons included, and he was already a big star in South America, of course, not as he is now after the World Cup, but he was one of the best midfielders in South America, doing fantastic with River Plate. Many clubs interested around Europe, in England, in Italy, in Spain, and then at the end, Benfica, always very smart and very fast in negotiations, decided to invest 18 millions, add-ons included, with taxes, to sign Enzo Fernandez. And now, after winning the World Cup with Argentina, after doing great with Argentina in the World Cup, Enzo became the best young talent of the World Cup, but also, important to mention, the player wanted on the market by many top club. What's the current situation, guys? First, important point to mention. Everything is still open for Enzo Fernandez. There is no agreement in place with any club while I'm speaking. So let's see what happens in the next hours, in the next days, but now there is still no agreement with any club. What does that mean for Benfica? There is a release clause into his contract. It's a release clause for 120 million euros, but Benfica, in this moment, are still trying to keep the player. Benfica president Manuel Ricosta and all the people into the club are still hoping to keep Enzo Fernandez at the club. This is the mission for Benfica. But of course, Enzo is tempted by this possibility of joining Premier League clubs, because it's also true that Real Madrid have scouted Enzo Fernandez, they appreciate Enzo Fernandez, but they are not paying the release clause in January. So Real Madrid will not invest 120 millions now. This is the idea. But he's a player they like for present and future. What's the point? Is that many of these Premier League clubs now are waiting to understand what's the next step also on player side. His agent is in Europe to speak to clubs. We had rumors of Liverpool triggering the release clause. While I'm speaking, guys, Liverpool have never made an official bid to Benfica for Enzo Fernandez and have never triggered the release clause of Enzo Fernandez. I know we heard these rumors. Man United are triggering the clause. Liverpool are triggering the clause. I'm told that this didn't happen. Then the interest is confirmed because Liverpool appreciate Enzo Fernandez, is one of the players they have in the list. Jude Bellingham remains top of the list for Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool, but Enzo Fernandez is one of the players they appreciate. But they never triggered the clause and they never reached any kind of agreement or bid to Benfica. So this is the point with Liverpool. They appreciate the player, they had talks, but they never triggered the clause. So let's see what happens in the next weeks, days, or months. But this is the situation with Liverpool. With Man United is interest, but Man United are not going to invest crazy money in January. This is the point. We know that also for Cody Gakpo, they had an agreement ready with the player, but not between clubs because they never made a bid to PSV Eindhoven. They were still thinking internally about the budget, how much they want to spend. As the club is for sale, the Glazers are selling Man United, and so they don't want to spend crazy money on one single player in January. And so this is why for Enzo, Man United appreciate him, but is still nothing in the process for January, and they are not paying the release clause. This is important. And then Chelsea. Chelsea have always been keeping an eye on Enzo, also during his Champions League top performances with Benfica, because it's not just the World Cup, but also in the Champions League. Enzo did great, and this is why Chelsea have been following him. They really appreciate him, but also Chelsea have doubts on paying 120 million euros by triggering the release clause for one single player. This could create some problems with the financial fair play, and so Chelsea are also thinking of this side of the story because they're negotiating for Badiashile. They signed David Fofana. They want to sign maybe one more striker. They're also thinking of the situation of the centre back with Badiashile. So it's not easy also for Chelsea to go and trigger the clause. They are thinking about the situation of Enzo. They had contacts with the agents, but at the moment they have still not triggered the clause. So we have to see if in the next days Chelsea will decide to act for Enzo Fernandez or not. Let me clarify one thing. The timing will be important. Forget about Enzo on the market until the final days or weeks of the market. Benfica have been very clear. Deal has to be done now, very soon, in few days. Otherwise, they will keep Enzo Fernandez until the end of the season. So It's on English clubs now. They have to decide if they really want to act and trigger the clause in the next days, maybe hours, or maybe weeks. Otherwise, in few days or weeks, everything will be over for Enzo Fernandez. So the timing will be crucial. And so guys, let me know your thoughts. I want your prediction. Where do you think Enzo Fernandez will end up in this market? I wait for your comment here as always. Remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon with Fabrizio Romano. Ciao!